Welcome back. In this episode, we're spiraling through 5 more of Amberlynn's early uploads, videos that desperately cling to structure while quietly hinting at the collapse to come. We begin with the squat challenge still limping along, but this time she's out of breath on camera, so apparently it counts. From there, there's ice cream, sadness over dislikes, a hydration haul for people allergic to plain water, and a pet slideshow for emotional shielding. No weight loss, no plans made, just water flavouring, wheezing, and some worrying signs of what's to come. It's day 5 of the squat challenge, and the strain is showing. She says day 5 was actually hard to do. Was it? I'd like to remind you that this is the first actual description of her exertion. Not a video of her doing it, just a recollection of breathing slightly harder than normal. And this is what qualifies as difficulty in Amber's workout narrative. Elevated pulse and mild leg awareness. She says she did 15 reps of each one. Well, it was 5 3 times, but she just did 15. It's incredible. Not only is she unclear on how her own challenge works, but she contradicts herself mid-sentence. It's not just confusion. It's her long-standing refusal to follow structure. Everything becomes custom-tailored to how she feels in the moment and then retrofitted to sound legitimate. She says that tomorrow she's going grocery shopping and she's scared she won't be able to walk. The dramatics. No one becomes immobile after a few modified squats. But Amber inserts this fantasy of collapse to remind you, look how hard I'm trying, look how much I suffer. It's strategic vulnerability, nothing more. She tells us she chose this challenge because she hates exercise. And there it is, an honest moment. She doesn't want to work out, she hates it. She clings to a 30-day squat challenge like a child forced to eat a vegetable a day and call it nutrition. But she says, if I don't do it now, I never will. And we'll hear that all the time for the next decade. It's Amber's version of a promise, made not to be kept, but to reset the clock on failure. I'm reading all your comments, she says, and this is damage control disguised as gratitude. She's already begun receiving pushback, advice, corrections, criticisms. And so she counters with, I'm listening, I'm just busy, or I forgot, or I didn't reply. It's classic. This is how Amber maintains control over her narrative. By acknowledging feedback just enough to disarm it, but never enough to change. This squat challenge isn't determination, and it's not discipline. It's a performance of effort with none of the effort. She wants applause for being breathless, for doing squats for 5 days. She speaks of pain, of purpose, of commitment, but she's already setting the stage for collapse. We've heard these words before, and we'll hear them again, and we will watch them amount to nothing. The next video is a soft spiral. It's a delicate meltdown gently coated in coconut and self-importance. She shows off her ice cream with the reverence of a wine taster. This is a self-declared weight loss vlog, and this is her 17th video. And still no calories logged, and no meals shown unless they're frozen, sweet, or decorative. But it's only 260 calories, she says. Reasonable, she says. Portion control, she says. This is Amber's favourite trick, wrapping indulgence in the language of moderation. She doesn't eat it because she's craving it, she eats it because it's structured, because it's allowed. It's just justification, camouflaged consumption. A diet aesthetic, not a strategy. She's still pretending that this is a weight loss journey, but now she's also expecting praise for being bravely disliked. She brings us a taste test, but not just of ice cream. She's also sampling early criticism, and she's finding it distressing. We're 17 videos in, and she's done precisely nothing but squat, snack, and decorate. And now that someone's dared to thumbs down, the fragile facade is beginning to crack. 3 dislikes across 3 videos, and now she's spiraling like she's being chased through the woods by a hate mob. This isn't backlash, it's just YouTube existing. But Amber doesn't want engagement. She wants applause. Only applause. My videos have loads of thumbs down. I'm not waging war or declaring myself a victim or weeping alone in the bedroom. Much. Why so soon, she says. Why so soon? Because your content's nothing. Because you're 17 uploads in and have offered 0 value beyond cats, carbs, and clutter. You cannot demand unearned approval and then wilt at the first whiff of dissent. And then she drops the emotional bait. I kind of felt like I was talking to nobody. The vulnerability, the voice that dips, the performance of gratitude. If it wasn't for you guys, I don't know if I'd continue. That's not a thank you. It's a threat wrapped in sugar. Keep supporting me, or I'll vanish. Say something mean, and I'll quit. She's already begun testing her audience, and they will fail, because no amount of kindness will ever be enough. This one wasn't a vlog, it was a warning shot. She's finally revealing the truth, that she doesn't just want to be watched, she wants to be worshipped. She'll bring you ice cream, and when you frown, she withholds gratitude. When you applaud, she calls it motivation. But she was never here to improve. She was here to be praised for existing. In the next chapter, she brings us a haul of flavoured water drops, a product designed for people who find hydration too emotionally demanding. She begins by admitting she's addicted to diet soda. At last, an honest sentence, a brief flash of self-awareness. And how does she address the addiction? With a catalogue of synthetic fruit-themed lies. Because why heal when you can flavour? She says they're probably not the greatest for you, and that's classic Amber. It's bad, but I'll do it anyway. She never researches, she never checks, just vibes away into poor decisions and shrugs them off with a smile and a vague disclaimer. And then she just lists off the flavours with increasing speed and confusion. It's like art. She lists each one like she's hosting a late-night infomercial for a hydration cult. Grape, mango, coconut, strawberry, iced tea, cherry. There's just so many flavours, it's absurd. It's not even hydration at this point. It's a dessert buffet and liquid drag. And Amber isn't replacing soda. She's just rebranding it. They'll help you drink more water if you don't like water, she says. And that's the core of the video. She's trying to make basic health palatable by coating it in artificial nonsense. She doesn't want to get used to real water, she wants to make water pretend it's juice. If your health routine requires 13 chemical options to be bearable, that's not sustainable. It's a tantrum in syrup form. Then she says she's new to drinking tea. At 22, but drinking diet soda like it's oxygen. Her taste palette's like that of a sugar-addled Sims child. And every time she tries to branch out, it comes with a fanfare, disclaimers, and immediate defeat. She ends by saying she just wanted to show them to us. Why? Because showing us the tools is easier than using them? Her content isn't about applying advice. It's about collecting the idea of advice, and then displaying it like a charm bracelet of intentions. This wasn't a hydration tip, it's just a demonstration of failure with fruit flavouring. She's not quitting soda, she's just performing the idea of quitting soda. She wants to be congratulated for drinking liquid, as long as it's sweetened, coloured, bottled and curated like a Pinterest board. We've still got 2 more videos to go, and even the squats are getting tired. She titled the next one, They Make Me Smile. And of course they do. They're the only pure things in this entire saga. It's what she uploads when she has nothing to say and nothing to show. She just wants to remind the audience, see, I'm nice, look at my animals. They might make her smile, but they just make me sad. Because I know where this story ends. These pets, these innocent, lovely, soft-eyed creatures, they're just going to be used as props, discarded in drama and passed off to others when they're not useful to her narrative anymore. She always films her animals when she's trying to rehabilitate her image. It's tactical, it's calculated, and it works, for a moment, because who can resist a cute cat? This contained no weight loss, no reflection, and no updates. It's a content pause disguised as tenderness. She doesn't want time to think, she needs time to reset her audience. Don't look at me, look at the pets, aren't I gentle, don't I have love in my heart? But affection for animals isn't the same as care, and later she will show us exactly what that distinction means. The pets might have made her smile, and we as an audience were supposed to soften, to forget the manipulation, the soda, the contradictions, just for a moment. But we weren't softened, and we have 1 more video to go before the tone shifts permanently. The squat challenge might be continuing, but Amber's mask is finally about to slip. And so we arrive at squat challenge day 6, and for the first time we witness a squat. Sort of. We witness the aftermath of a squat. Heavy breathing, a confession of thigh pain, and a level of smugness that's just wholly disproportionate to the effort exerted. She tells us she's going to change her clothes and then do her squats. A wardrobe change for squats. Why did she even film that first bit? Why not just film afterwards? She's stylized even the act of mind exertion. Everything's treated like a scene, like content. Because what matters is not the squat. It's that you know she might be doing one. And then the squats are done. She says it like she's climbed Everest. And yet there's no footage of the squats themselves. Just a wheezy aftermath and a poorly lit confession. It's not vulnerability. It's theatrics. The front of her thighs hurt. Either she's doing them right or she's doing them wrong. And then she says, I highly doubt I'm doing them wrong. It's a line so casually arrogant it should be embroidered on every failed weight loss planner in her archives. She's not known for form, or commitment, or feedback acceptance. She's always known for her unshakable confidence in her own mediocrity. Today is day 6 and she did it, and that's all that matters apparently. No, that's not all that matters. But Amber's entire mindset is built on that flawed premise. If she does something, no matter how sloppy, short, or unsustainable, it counts. Forever. And without question. This is effort as identity. And effort as immunity. Day 6 is complete, and there's still no plan, no progression, no accountability. Just wheezing, wounded pride, and an invisible gold star taped to her fridge. The squat challenge isn't going to last. We all know this. But its very, very brief existence serves its purpose. To make us think she's doing something, so she can continue doing nothing. So what did we learn from these 5 short videos? She will squat if it's off screen. She'll snack if it's justified. And she'll perform sincerity, but only until the comments shift. And this is the final stretch of soft Amber. Meek, random, slightly breathless. But next, we enter the emotional look into my past saga. Her tone changes, the manipulation sharpens, and the victim narrative begins. The era of innocence is over. Now comes the performance.